Hello everybody, you are now watching Hollywood Sports, the most realistic sports channel on YouTube. Hey, we just finished week 11 and we just had a horrible game. We lost against Arizona State 17-7. We were playing in Arizona and the headlines were Washington leaves Tempe with a heartbreaking 17-7 defeat. So guys, we're not really a good football team right now, but we lost a lot of players to the NFL and we got to rebuild with our young players. We got to develop some players. So it's time to go back to recruiting. We're going to get back on our recruiting board and try to land some of these guys. We got a lot of visits coming in week 12 and week 13. But let's start from the top of the list, the guys on our recruiting board. We got Jason Walden. We got a huge lead over Michigan State. He's a 3-star recruit, 6'3", 258, and he's from Westminster, Colorado. So we're gonna leave it like that. We're not gonna. You know what? Let's drop it down. No, let's drop it down to 400. Let's drop it down to 400 because we got a big lead over Michigan State, so we can try to free up some points. And we got to be smart with our points here. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got a big lead. Now let's go to Curtis Overstreet. We have another lead over Notre Dame. And it's only a 600-point lead, so we're going to leave that at 500. He's been. Let's go back to Walden. We didn't have even offered Walden a scholarship yet. I just noticed that, and we have a big lead, so let's go ahead and offer him that scholarship. And so he'll see that we are interested. I can't believe we didn't offer him a scholarship yet. All right, now let's go back to Curtis Overstreet. We got a 610-point lead over Notre Dame. We're gonna leave it exactly like it is, those 500 points there. He's a 3-star recruit, 6'5". I like his height as a tight end. He's 247 pounds from Claremont, California. All right. Let's go down to Justin Flowers. We have another 1,000-point lead over BYU. He's 6'1", 220, a 3-star recruit from National City, California. Outside linebacker, and he's a balanced linebacker, so he can probably play in the coverage. He can do sacks, and he's pass rusher. He can do it all as a balanced guy, I'm pretty sure. But you know what? We're going to reduce this one by 400 too, since we still have that 1,000-point lead. Try to free up some points. Try to be smart with our points. Let's go to Tom. Oh, let's see. Okay, we offered him a scholarship. All right. Thomas Moody. We offered him a scholarship. But we down 695 points. We're going to leave him maxed out. Like I said, these 4-star recruits are hard to get. He's a middle linebacker, and he's good in coverage. And he's from Woodland, California, 6'1", 240. We have offered him a scholarship. Let's look at his visit. He is scheduled to visit in the 13th week. All right. Derek White, he's not on our board anymore. We got Logan Reed. Wow, we have a 5,000-point lead. So we're going to reduce some points on Logan. We're going to do some points here. We're going to go to 350. Give us a chance to free up some points and use them where we really need them. He looks like he wants to lock in to Washington. 6'6". A tackle, balanced tackle at 278 pounds from Lakewood, Washington. He's from our state. We're gonna put the gate around him and lock him in. All right, he was offered a scholarship, and his visit is in the 13th week. All right, let's go down to Isaac Lewis. We have another 1,000-point lead, a big 1,000-point lead over Boise State. He's another 4-star recruit. I'm loving it. He's 5'11", 171. A balanced wide receiver, which means he can block and go out for passes. I like that. Sometimes your wide receivers have to be able to block, especially on toss plays and screens and things like that. So we're looking good. We have offered him a scholarship, and he is scheduled to come in the 12th week. But then that next week, he's scheduled to go to Boise State in that 13th week. But I think we can lock him in after his visit. We can probably get him to commit. All right. Okay, Lance Callahan, he's no longer on our board. You see, we were down 5,000 points to Oregon, so there's no need to keep chasing him. He's a nice center, 4-star recruit, but he's off our board. We got Julian Mansfield. we have another 1,300-point lead over USC. Another 4-star recruit. He's 6'2", 270 from Miguel, California. A defensive tackle, pass rusher. We need some pass rushers in that defense. I love it. So we're going to, you know what, we have that 1,300-point lead. We're going to take him down to 400 too. All right. Okay. We have offered him scholarship. His visit is in the 13th week. Brian Mays is our next recruit. Wow, we have a 3,000-point lead over Oregon. I'm loving it. He's a 3-star, 5'11", defensive tackle. He is a run stopper from Half Moon, North Carolina. So we're going to leave that just like it is. We have a really big lead, but we're going to leave those 100 points right there. He is offered a scholarship, and his visit is in the 13th week. All right, he's not even scheduled to go to Oregon, so we probably get him committed real quick after his visit. Maybe even soon. We got Tony Berry. We have a 600-point lead over Nebraska. He's a 3-star. So 6'5", 272. Another guy from Miguel, California. He's a guard, a pass blocking guard. We need some pass blocking guards, man. So those defensive tackles can't strafe up the middle and sack our quarterback. All right, let's offer him a scholarship. Maybe he'll commit. All right, his scholarship is offered, and his visit is in the 13th week. But he does go to Nebraska in the 11th week. Okay. We got Tyler White. We have a big 2,000-point lead over Cal, the California Bears. This guy is 6'7", guys. 6'7", 252. A defensive end, and he is a pass rusher, which means he's going to come around that edge and make things happen against the opposing team's quarterback. So we're going to leave that like it is. He is offered a scholarship, and his visit is in the 13th week. Loving it. All right, Keith Childs. We have a 2,000-point lead over Oregon. This guy is 6'2", 240, a 3-star recruit from Temple City, California. He's a defensive end, and he is balanced, which means he's good on a run and pass. And he's probably a good sack guy too. You know what? Let's look at his scouting numbers. His acceleration is 79, his speed is 65, strength 70. So we can probably improve those numbers when it comes to camp. We might even redshirt him. All right, well, we'll look at those as we go. We got Robert Hall. Okay, we offered him a scholarship. We got Robert Hall. He's 6'5", 242. 3-star defensive end. He's a run stopper from Richland, Washington. He's here from Washington. We have that big lead. We're going to leave it like it is. We don't need to add any points. And his visit is scheduled for the 12th week. And he's not even scheduled to go to Oregon, so it looks really good for him right now. We got Carlos Scott going right down the list with minus 240 points. Under UCLA is in the lead right now. He's a 3-star recruit, 6'2", 235 from Alameda, California. A middle linebacker, and he's balanced, which means he can play in the secondary, and he's probably can rush, and he can play the run. We love guys that's multi-talented, which we want them to be balanced. So we're going to add some points. We're going to add some points for Carlos Scott. And we're going to take it up to 350. Yeah, 350. We're going to show him some big-time interest. Let's see if he's scheduled to visit us. All right, he's scheduled for the 13th week. And then he'll go to UCLA in that 13th week, which will give us an advantage to really wow his socks and really excite him about our school in the 12th week. All right, he is offered a scholarship. Okay, we got Jonathan Booth. We have a 750-point lead. We will leave it like it is. He's 6'7", 244 pounds. He's a 3-star recruit from Country Club East, Georgia. And he's athletic, which means he can play a lot of different positions if we need him. And 6'7", wow, that's a big dude. He might even be able to play tight end or defensive end or something like that, or a nice, tall, strong safety. But we'll figure out how we're going to use him. He is offered a scholarship, and his visit is scheduled for the 12th week. All right. Now, let's go to Robert Edwards. You can see our board is looking pretty good, guys. We have Robert Edwards. He's 6'2", 210. He's a 3-star recruit from Salisbury, Maryland. And as a balanced outside linebacker, we can really use him. He's really balanced. But we only have a 15-point lead over Oregon. So guess what, guys? We're going to increase some points on him. How about 200? We're going to see what 200 points can do for us. We're going to show him that we really want him. We did offer him a scholarship, and he is not scheduled. He has not even showed an interest to visit our school yet. So maybe he will now that we have increased our point range and showed more interest towards him. Okay, we have Dwane Brown. We have a 1,900 point lead over Florida. He's 6'1", 3-star. Dwane Brown. He's a center. He's a balanced center, which he's probably good at run blocking and pass blocking from Whitehall, Arizona. So we have that big lead. We're going to leave it like it is. We have offered him a scholarship already, and his visit is scheduled for the 13th week. Again, we can wow him before he goes to Florida in the 14th week. All right, we're looking good with him. We get down here to a tight end, and we are way down 1,900 points from Washington State. But he's only a 2-star recruit, you know. Well, we could develop a guy like that. He's 6'2", 259. He's a tight end. That's kind of short for a tight end, at least a prototypical tight end that I'm looking for here in Washington. And he's from Mount Lake Terrace, Washington, but he wants to go to Washington State. We're not really going to invest any more points in him, but we will offer him a scholarship and kind of show him some interest that, you know, maybe we can get him to switch schools. Let's see if he has not expressed any interest in a visit, so maybe he has convinced that he wants to go to Washington State, but we will see. Maybe he hasn't wanted to visit because we haven't given him a scholarship, but we just offered him a scholarship, so he will say, wow, they really want me, and maybe he'll schedule a visit. All right? Let's go back here. Let's look at Chad Smith. All right, we have a 920-point lead from Illinois Vandals. He's 5'11", 200, but again, he's only a 2-star recruit. You always got to bring guys in like this and try to develop him into your system. He's here from Washington, from Lacey. He's a balanced halfback, which he's probably good at running, blocking, and catching balls out of the backfield. But we have a 920-point lead. We'll leave it exactly like it is. And he is scheduled for the 13th week. But he goes to Illinois first, which is okay. All right. Now we have Shawn Hall. We have a big 2,200-point lead over Boise State. He's only a 2-star recruit, but Boise really wants him. He's 6'2", 302. He's a balanced center from Pasco, Washington. We're going to leave it like it is, but we haven't offered him a scholarship yet. We will do that right now. And let's see. He is scheduled to come in the 13th week. All right. Robert Carroll. This time, guys, we're going to hit the whole recruiting board. I want you guys to know what kind of recruits we're working on and trying to bring into our camp. We have Robert Carroll, and wow, USC has a big lead on us, a 1,500-point lead on us. He's a 3-star middle linebacker. He's good in coverage. He's from Wall Creek, California, right down there by UCLA. I mean, by USC. But that's a lot of points to be down. But you know what? We're going to express some interest. Let's put 100 points on him. Now let's go with 120. Let's go with 120. And maybe he will show some love for our school. All right, his visit is scheduled for the 12th week. We give him some interest and shows up to the school. Maybe we can wow his socks off and take that lead over USC, which is really going to be hard. All right, we have offered him a scholarship. All right, Spencer Townsend. All right, we are down by 500 points over UCLA. I'm sorry, not UCLA, but the University of Miami, excuse me. He's 6 foot tall, 253 pounds. He's a 3-star middle linebacker. He's a balanced linebacker from Arizona. We're down by 500, so we will show some points for him. You know, let's take him up to 355. How about that? 355, showing some interest. He is offered a scholarship, and He has not expressed interest, so maybe he will now that we put some more points in his favor. All right, because if we're only down by 500, we can snatch him. Okay, we got Darryl Jones. We have a 1,600 point lead over California Bears, and this guy, man, he's 6'6", 300. Even though he's only a 2-star recruit, man, he's got some nice size. We can develop him. He's a defensive tackle. He can clog things up that middle. He's a run stopper. He can really help us control the run. I love it. We have a big lead, so we won't add no points to him. We did offer him a scholarship, and his visit is scheduled for the 13th week. Looking good, looking good. Recruiting board is looking good. All right, we have Robert White. He's a 2-star recruit, but we're down by 875 points. We won't invest any more points in him. He's a pass block tackle. He's 6'4". He's a nice size for a tackle from Brea, California. We haven't offered him a scholarship yet, so let's offer him that scholarship. Maybe we can close that lead. Let's see if he's scheduled for a visit. He's probably not, since we didn't offer him a scholarship. But yeah, he's got a visit coming in. Wow, we didn't even offer him a scholarship. I mean, he's scheduled to come in at 12th week, which is really a good sign, okay? So I like that. Now that we offer him a scholarship, he'll see that we're serious, that we're looking at him, and maybe he'll show some more interest and more love to Washington. Okay, we have Jared Allen. We have a 2,800 point lead over Oklahoma. He's 5'10", 190, a wide receiver, possession wide receiver, which we could probably go to him on clutch situations, like first downs and like 3rd and 3 and big plays. He's a possession receiver. We could use him. We're gonna leave the points like it is. He is offered a scholarship, and he is scheduled to come to us in the 12th week. Man, our 12th and 13th weeks got to be big because we got some nice recruits coming in, and we really got to impress them. We have Jeremy Phillips. We're down by 175 points, not much, by UCLA. He's a 2-star recruit. He's a free safety in coverage. You can always use those free safeties. It's good in coverage, man. Coverage is everything on defense. All right, he is offered a scholarship, and his visit is scheduled. We haven't scheduled him a visit yet. Wow, let's do that right now. All right, he's coming in the 12th week when we go up against Utah. All right, let's go back. Okay. All right, here we go. I almost hit the wrong button there. So he's scheduled. All right. Now, let's go to Barrett Dates. We are down 2,700 points. And obviously, we're not going to put any more points. We're too far down. We offer him a scholarship. He's not showing any love towards our school. But is he scheduled for a visit? No, he has not scheduled. He has not expressed an interest to come to our school. So we're going to leave him like it is. All right, most likely we're not going to get him. So I'm definitely not going to put any more points in his favor. Dwane Wilcox. We are down to 165 points. He's a 2-star recruit, 5'10", 194. He's kind of short, but he's a halfback. He's a balanced halfback from California. We're going to offer him a scholarship. Maybe we can kind of close the gap on him a little bit. So let's do that. All right, let's check out his visit. He has not expressed interest in a visit. Probably because we didn't offer him a scholarship. Now that we have, he'll see that we offer him a scholarship. You know, we'll send him a letter in the mail. And maybe we can close that gap over California. Austin Fontaine. We are down 685 points. He is offered a scholarship. Wow, he's a big guy. 6'6", 320. As a guard, that's big size for a guard. He could really pass block. He could clog up everything in the middle as a guard from Willbrook, California. 685 points below. We offer him a scholarship. Let's add some more points to him. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and max all the points out that we got. I like his size at 6'6". We're going to max him out. Let's see. He has not expressed interest for a visit. But man, we just gave him a bunch of points, so maybe we can close the gap on him. We showed a lot of interest just a minute ago, putting up 475 points on him. All right, now we have Steven Wilson. We lost him. I don't even know what school that is, but that's New Mexico. He committed to New Mexico. No problem. He's a 4-star recruit. Those guys are hard to get. He's 6'6", 297. He's a tackle, a balanced tackle from California. All right, he wanted to go to New Mexico. He committed. But guys, we got Ryan Means. He committed to our school. He's 6'2", 215. He's a 4-star recruit. I love it. He's a halfback. And he's a halfback, so we might redshirt him, but I really don't know yet. But he's a part of the Washington Huskies right now. We got Kenny Robertson. He's also committed to Washington. He's a 4-star recruit. He's 6 foot, 188 pounds. He's a wide receiver with speed. Right here in Linwood, Washington. So he's committed to our school. Welcome to the team, Kenny Robinson. We got Wendall Dingo. He's also a 4-star recruit, man. We landed some of these guys. He's 6'1", 274. He's a balanced guard from California. I love it. He's committed to Washington Huskies. And then we have James White, who is also committed to our school. He's 6'5", 300 pounds. A guard. That's a big size for a guard, and he pass blocks, man. We can prevent all these sacks we've been having lately. He's from Westminster, California. Yeah, he might have a good chance to start, but he's a 3-star recruit, so he's gonna have to come in and compete for these positions, though. But there you go, guys. That is our recruiting board at its finest. Gives you an idea of what's coming to our school. It looks really good. We really have to improve this team. And I hope you guys enjoyed the process. We're almost getting towards the end of the season. We're going to week 12. And let's see who we play in week 12. So right now, I don't think we're going to make a bowl game unless we just get on some kind of tear. We're 3-5. We got to win 3 more games, so we're not going to have enough time to make a bowl game. So let's go ahead and advance this baby. And I'll see you guys on the other side, and you'll see exactly who we play when we go up into week 12. And as always, until next time, everybody.